Sam here. Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome to my European summer haul. I am so excited, guys. I've been to Europe a few times, all of which were in the fall, closer to winter, so they were all a little bit chillier when I was there. When I was in Greece, we were still able to swim and we did get a lot of like beachy content, but it was not warm when we were there. So I'm so excited. I'm heading to Paris in Portugal and I got a few items in from Quince that I wanted to show you guys because just so you know, if you're unfamiliar with materials, cotton and linen are your friends, especially in the warmer weather, especially in Europe in the summer, because from what I've heard, very few, if any, places are air conditioned and they do not serve ice. So you're gonna wanna make sure as an American or wherever you're traveling from that you wanna be as cool as possible because obviously we're not as accustomed to warm conditions 24/7. Right now I am in a staycation hotel here at the Jersey Shore and we have the temp on at 68. So I am definitely gonna be sweating my ass off when I'm there, but nonetheless, I'm so excited to go. So cotton and linen are always your friends when it's warm out. Polyester, on the other hand, a lot of cute outfits that are polyester, but it is like the cheapest material and also the least breathable out of almost anything. So you will sweat your ass off. It might look really cute, but you will sweat your ass off. So I feel like as I'm getting into my later 20s, I'm really loving a little bit more of a timeless look. And I feel like Paris is the perfect place to pull that out. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you guys a couple of the really cool and breathable pieces that I got for this upcoming trip. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And I'm so happy to have you guys here today. First set that I'm gonna show you guys is this really cute little vest and short set. When I first put this on, I'm not gonna lie guys, I was like, oh, this is kind of boxy. But honestly, because this is 100% linen, I think that the fit is perfect. I feel like this will be perfect on a 100-degree day when you don't have a lot of AC. I love this cornflower blue color. One of my favorite fashion hacks is just to wear a set when you're really like kind of feeling lazy or you're unsure of what to wear, because a set always makes you look a little bit more put together, but it's honestly no different than like a pajama set with how comfy this is. And I do really love the shorts. I love how there's pockets, and I feel like this is just a really great length and fit for any age group. I feel like my mom could wear this. I feel like I could wear this. I feel like my little cousin could wear this. You know what I mean? So I just feel like a set, especially a vest set, is super elegant, super timeless, and it's just like really cute. This was actually the first thing when I got this package. I put this on the day of, and for me to do that, it has to be something that I'm super excited to wear, obviously. And it was a super hot day. I was driving down the shore and I was meeting up with a friend and I was like, what should I wear today? And I felt like this was the perfect thing. So like I said, you could do this as a casual dress down outfit. You could elevate this with a pair of heels and a really cute bag, and I love this. I've already worn this a couple times, but I think that this might make it in my bag for Paris and Portugal, even though we're really gonna have to be strategic with what we pack. But I think a lot of the pieces I'm showing you guys are probably coming with. Next is this cream colored maxi dress. I love the flow on this. I did a couple of twirls in my try on to show you guys. I honestly wasn't much of a dress girl until I started traveling, and then I started to realize in your suitcase the easiest thing to pack is a dress, and then I just honestly started wearing dresses a lot more often in my everyday life. And this would look adorable with a pair of heels, with a pair of raffia sandals and a straw bag. And I just love how this fits. It's so comfortable on, and a dress and a set, both of those are literally the key to you looking elevated and still being super comfy on the DL and not putting much effort into your outfit, but it looks like you tried super hard. And again, with this fit, it is a little bit more boxy, but honestly, I think for any breeze or anything like that, I think that this type of outfit is what will give you the most airflow and keep you the coolest, because the clothes aren't really hanging off of you. They're just like kind of flowing on you, if that makes sense. I loved this dress. I'm pretty sure it comes in a ton of different colors, and this is something that I would go back and get in another colorway. Also, a lot of times when dresses have stitching like this, I find it to be very unflattering the way that it makes your body look, but I didn't feel this way with this dress, and it's just adorable. Next up is this white boat neck tee. Oh my gosh, getting makeup on the collar of my white t-shirts really is the bane of my existence. Not actually, that sounds literally so dramatic, but I swear every time I put on a white t-shirt, this was brand new, makeup everywhere. So we're gonna have to throw this in the wash. But I loved this style. This is my first boat neck tank top, and you can really just see this style compared to maybe a white rib tank top is just so much more elevated and classic. And you know what? Another thing that I realized in my later 20s is a high quality white t-shirt or tank goes such a long way. I don't think that I've gone on one trip in the past 2 years where I haven't had a white tank top or t-shirt packed in my bag, because you can pair it with literally everything and it is the most timeless and classic thing besides probably a pair of blue denim. So I loved this. I thought that the style, even though just a tank top, I think that the boat neck just gives it a little bit more flair, and I loved it paired with the linen pants actually. So I love this. This is definitely coming with me to Paris and Portugal as long as I can get my makeup stains out. And I think I would love to get this in black as well. The first linen pants that I have, again, literally 100% linen, because sometimes you have to double check on a website to make sure that they're telling the whole truth. These are 100% linen. I love this teal color. Oh my gosh, this is like one of my favorite colors to wear. It's just like a really pretty deep blue, and it does really remind me of Europe. It's kind of like the sea color, and love that it has pockets, super functional. And these ones are a little bit longer. I always size up in pants like this because I feel like when you put something over a bathing suit perhaps, or you're just trying to stay a little bit cooler, sizing up is always the best bet, especially when you're a little taller. I'm 5'7", and not that like I'm super tall, but a lot of times when I get pants like this, especially if they're 100% linen or cotton, they can shrink on you, so keep that in mind. I would size up in these just to be safe, and I loved these pants. I also decided to get just a classic pair of white linen pants. These are a little bit of a different style and a little bit more of a cropped cut. They still have the pockets and they are a little bit more see-through. I feel like these pants, I did pair it with the boat neck tee, but I feel like for me, I'll probably be wearing this over a bikini and then have my beach bag with me. But I think that like keeping these in your beach bag would be such a great idea if you wanted to get dinner or head to a beach club after and you wanted to be a little more covered up, or maybe you got too much sun that day because your girl gets sunburned. So I liked these. They also have this one cute little pocket on the butt, and then there's actually belt loops on this, which I think is really interesting because you really could elevate this with a leather belt like the one I'm about to show you. And again, I sized up in these pants to a medium as well. I saw this on the website and I felt like I just had to have it. I feel like a classic leather black and brown belt elevates an outfit so much. I could see myself wearing these in Paris with a pair of pleated shorts, and I really liked the brass gold buckle on this. And it's just a classic leather belt, but nonetheless one that is very good to have. And I feel like with a lot of these basics can be mixed and matched and just make it look a little bit classier. And then I also got these cream colored mule slides. This is my first pair of mule slides. I think mules, honestly, with this type of buckle in general. And this is just such a classic look. This could be used for your European summer. It could be used for summer in the office, and it could be used in the city. So I feel like these were just something that I really needed in my closet to start elevating my a little bit more of adult wardrobe, if that makes sense. And these are so comfortable too. I'm all about comfort and fashion mixed together, especially nowadays. If you don't feel comfortable in your outfit, at least for me, I don't feel confident. So I feel like comfort is so important when you're styling yourself. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait to see you in Paris and Portugal. Make sure to tune in for those vlogs as well, and I will see you guys next week.